built this thing anyway.
It was in the late 80s.
Late 80s. Had a shop at Billen Motor Company. He brought it over and asked me if I'd help him build this thing for vintage racing, and so I couldn't turn him down. He was too pretty.
Bobby said, well, I think the first thing that we ought to do is lower it. And Bobby looked at it and he said, I think we could take about 3 inches off of the height of this thing. And so, what did you do to it, you remember?
Well, I cut the coils, pulled the engine out, poured it and polished it. We took 2 millimeters. We dropped the intake 2 millimeters, raised the exhaust 2 millimeters.
Yeah.
We cut some off the head.
That the 911T Porsche had a 3-throat Weber.
Right, that's what I had ran before on mine. That was 3 dram drafts. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we had to make a modified manifold to take that carburetor.
Mm-hmm.
But there's one thing about it: that carburetor, each throat is feeding a cylinder.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I bought the last 940cc pistons from Saab Sport Rally, and then you called like 2 days later, and they were gone, and then so you talked them out of my phone number, and
And then we had some made.
and then we had a bunch made, at least twice.
Well, I've still got a set of those that you had made. I remember I bought a set.
So they were going in that 940 engine that you've got sitting there in your hangar, right?
Yeah, we had both 940cc pistons made and 850s.
Yeah.
Because I only went in on the 850s because I was attempting to keep my motor sort of stock.
Yeah, no, and I wanted the biggest I could get. There's the Pennard first, and then this one, and then I had 4 Cooper Minis that I raced. I just love front-wheel drive cars.
Okay, what kind of gear oil do you guys use?
90.
That's it.
Yeah, 90, pretty much.
This
As far as I
is it?
remember, yeah.
70, 80?
MTL? Guess that's what everybody uses in alder Saabs. Jerry, is that what you use?
Actually, I use 75 weight with it, but I use a pressure enemy, gear pressure enemy by BG. You know, I like the light viscosity. I've had good success with that stuff.
What would be the requirements today to get this car on the track?
Yeah, basically belts, fuel cell, tires.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's about it.
But not a roll cage?
No.
Turn around. Turn around the camera. Okay, you see the difference between his butt and my butt? There's a big difference there. Yeah, Tom and I, when you're laughing, there is. But you know, when we went out to Scotty's house to buy the car's been sitting in the garage for 8 years.
Yeah.
You know, it hasn't been started, so Tom and I took out some fresh gas and battery charger, drained all the carburetors, you know, checked all the oils and you know, in the transmission, and we couldn't get the car to fire up.
That's right.
So what my idea was, well, the car's probably flooded. Let's just get a tow rope and tow it down the runway at your house.
That's right.
So Tom and I hooked the thing up, drove it down the runway. Of course, I was driving, but that seat that Scotty had, I think Tom's going to go get it here. You know, I was sitting on the edge of the seat. I don't think my butt ever hit the bottom of that seat. I was hitting the edge of the seat.
When he came back, he was sitting kind of a funny
And
angle.
notice the difference between here and here too. You know, Scotty's seat was all the way up except it was bolted solid to the floor, and there was no way that we can adjust the seats backwards. Yeah, here's the seat. You can kind of see I don't even have a fair chance to even sit in this seat here. So we drug it down the runway, and after about a quarter of a mile, we finally got that thing to fire up. So I kept it revved up a little bit. Tom stopped, got the rope off the car, so I took it down the runway. So I was in first gear, and I couldn't hit second gear because I was so close to the steering wheel. I had the steering wheel like this here, and I was trying to hit second gear. I couldn't go down far enough in second gear. I couldn't go down far enough second gear, so I hit third gear, and I tried to go to fourth gear. I couldn't hit fourth gear, and
Okay, I think it's time to fire it up, and who wants to drive it first?
Scotty does. Scotty, we got a radar gun. We got a radar gun here for you.
Stop. Okay.
Definitely a V4 trans.
We can do it. We can do it when we come back here.
Okay, but they won't be going very fast.
That's cute. Thanks, Caroline.
You're welcome. No, I like doing little projects like this.
Last back, last year back. Dude, we got a brand new back glass sitting in the box.
The back glass. You know, I quit hill climbing. Oh yeah, for the same reason. The last hill climb Art Club ran was up Mount Pisgah, which is this thing outside of Carthage. It's really rough road. You could go like hell, it was a lot of fun, but I realized, you know.